So in response to the Peter Obi's petition to the at the Presidential Election Tribunal, APC, Tinubu, and their set of dull lawyers, they came together and replied. The two major replies. The first one is that the drug case that happened years ago, and it has no relation to Nigeria, and it can't even be enforceable here in Nigeria. You see the first denial. This is their reply. It's so amazing that these lawyers could think like that. They don't even know the implication of that. They know, but I don't know why they didn't consider the implication. It means that you are saying to us Nigerians and those bad idiots, or well, those gullible Nigerians, that yes, Tinubu had a drug issue in the US. You are admitting to the fact that he had a drug issue in the US. And then the second one, or the second defense they're putting out there, is they say Peter Obi is not a member of the Labour Party. Well, that one is easily dismissible because I don't think they have a feather of proof or evidence to prove that. But let's look at just a little bit, let's just scratch the surface a bit. This is a big win for Peter Obi. It's a very, very big win, because now you're saying to us that Tinubu, yes, was involved in drug case, but they are also saying that he did not forfeit it. It was a civil proceedings. How can that be? The money was seized in the various accounts, and the court charged him to forfeit the money or go to jail because he has been convicted. I mean, we've been seeing all social medias all over the place where people come to define forfeiture. Even the sitting CJN defined forfeiture for us when they had a judgment before now. You see? So, see, anywhere Tinubu turns to, he gets a web that carries his leg or snitches his bat, his feathers. Tinubu and APC, they are done for. Their reply boosts my hope and my faith in Peter Obi even more. It clearly shows that Peter Obi will be president of this country. They've made the job easy for Peter Obi. They've made the job easy for Nigerians. Nigerians that have brain will know that if the court takes your money, they will order you to forfeit that money. They can't order you to forfeit that money if that money is not in their possession. For their money to be in their possession, it means you've been convicted. Tinubu, have sense. Peter Obi will be sworn in as president and not you. Ha! Wahala no dey finish. Wahala. Just as we are grappling with the demented response of the APC lawyer, Tinubu lawyers, about his drug past, another breaking news just dropped on the table. Do you believe that Tinubu is a dual citizen? Tinubu is a citizen of Guinea-Conakry. He's a Guinean. Tinubu is a Guinean. He has breached our constitution. No wonder that Baba Ahmed was saying that if you swear in an illegal person on that seat, you have sworn in illegality, and illegality will hold sway. Now I understand what these people have always known. Oh, thank God I'm supporting Peter Obi. You see, we chose to make sure Nigeria work, and Nigeria would work. In our own time, Nigeria would work. No matter what they try to do, Nigeria would work. Tinubu will never be president in this country. Imagine, he's a Guinean. And not just that he's a Guinean, that country is a drug-infested country. You see the connection? His drug business. No. I am so grateful that you can't mess with this generation. You just can't mess. You can only love them and work with them. You can't mess with them because they have your dossier. Look at Tinubu, and he filled the INEC form, and he lied, and that's perjury. In a sane crime, perjury should be 10 years or 14 years upwards of jail term. Tinubu should be arrested ASAP and taken to prison. He has broken our constitution and he perjured. He lied under the oath. He lied. Tinubu filled the form or INEC EC 9 declaration form and lied that he has never been citizen in any other country. He has never been dual citizen in any other country. He filled no, and he lied. Tinubu perjured. This matter is getting sweeter. The job is getting easier for the judiciary. This time around, even if they collect money, they will give the money back because everybody is seeing the truth. And is Tinubu, what happened to Nigerians? Anyway, thank God that everything is catching up with you now. I'm talking about perjury. He also lied. He lied that he was that same person that is a woman in Chicago. So he lied about Chicago University. He lied again about Deloitte. Tinubu lied. Tinubu lies as he moves. He lied about his wife. He lied about his drug past. He lied again about his childhood, bringing pictures. See, every day for the thief, one day for the owner. The young people who are the real owners of this country, we have decided to take the country and we're taking it. Nothing anybody can do about it. Nigeria must work for the young people of this country. Nigeria must work. Judiciary, open your eye.
Tinubu's baggages doesn't seem to have an end. Look at this Guinean passport that bears his name. In his INEC EC9 form, he declared that he doesn't have another nationality apart from Nigeria. These forms are filled under oath. Is that not perjury? Yes, when you lie under oath, it is perjury. When it is proved that a candidate committed perjury in one of his forms or anywhere in the documents that he submitted, it can lead to an outright disqualification by the petitions tribunal that is handling the election. Let's take a closer look at this passport. It is written PD, which stands for Passeport Diplomatique. So it's a diplomatic passport. As you know, Guinea is a West African francophone country. And coincidentally, considering the forfeiture that Tinubu made in the United States, he forfeited $460,000 being funds traced to narcotics trafficking. So why does Tinubu have the nationality of a narco state? Yes, Guinea was declared a narco state by the United Nations. Guinea is the only country in the world that have been so designated. So why does Tinubu hold their citizenship? Let's go back to the passport. You become a citizen before you are issued a passport. It shows that he was born in Lagos, and the nationality shows Guinean. Even Nigerians living abroad that acquire citizenship of the countries where they reside, they first of all acquire the citizenship and then go on to apply for the passport. The passport is just a document. It has nothing to do with the citizenship you acquired. In some countries in Europe and America, if you attain the number of years you are required to stay in the country, you have already attained and acquired the citizenship. It's left for you to make the formal application. If it is approved, some require you to take exams and all that. If it is eventually approved, you now apply for passport. To hold the passport of the country, you've become the citizen. So, if it is written on the passport that he is a Guinean, that means he has already acquired the citizenship of the country before receiving the passport in his name. So what does that mean? It means he lied on his INEC form EC9 that he had no prior citizenship apart from Nigeria. This passport expired in 2020, but is there any proof that Tinubu denounced his Guinean citizenship before filling his INEC EC9 form? Let's assume he worked for the Guinean government in any capacity and he was issued a diplomatic passport. It doesn't mean that his nationality must reflect Guinea on the passport. Take for instance an American that is working for the Nigerian government, maybe as a minister or as an advisor, and is issued a diplomatic passport. He doesn't automatically become a Nigerian citizen because he's working for the government. There's no law that says a foreigner can work in that capacity with the Nigerian government. So when such a person is issued with a Nigerian diplomatic passport, his nationality, which is American in this case, should still reflect on the passport. Yes, someone from another country can hold a diplomatic passport of a second country. It doesn't necessarily mean that he must be a citizen of the country he holds their diplomatic passport. An international passport is just a form of identity and a travel document. It has nothing to do with the nationality of the person. Of course, it is written there, but the process of acquiring the nationality of a country is different from the passport itself. Like already said, you can have a citizenship of a country Unless you apply for their passport, you still don't possess that passport. It doesn't mean that you're not their citizen. They are two different things. According to this Daily Independent newspaper, in August of 2019, Alpha Condé, the former president of Guinea, came to Daura to meet Buhari to lobby him on Tinubu's behalf. So this proves that Alpha Condé and Tinubu know each other, they are friends. And Alpha Condé used his position as the president of Guinea to grant the Guinean nationality to Tinubu, which ultimately resulted in Tinubu receiving the diplomatic passport of Guinea. The main issue here is that Tinubu has, or had, in case he denounced the citizenship, before filling his INEC EC9 form, which will result to perjury if it is proved in court. Now to the next challenge. How can the legal team of the opposition parties, the Labour Party legal team, the PDP legal team, and all the other parties get their hands on a certified true copy of this passport? Although they have submitted their petitions, but they can still squeeze something in if there is new evidence. It looks like it might not be possible because considering the fact that Alpha Condé, although he's no longer the president, he is friends with Tinubu. If he still has his friends or colleagues or, associates in power in Guinea, it might be nearly impossible to get a certified true copy of Tinubu's biodata page.
92, 93, 94, 95.
The question now is, why should Nigerians deal with the imposition of Tinubu? A man with so many baggages, you don't even know the one that will be revealed tomorrow. By the way, credit to David Hundeyin for revealing this. You don't know the ones that will be revealed tomorrow. He definitely didn't know that he will find himself one day in a political position. If he did in the 80s or the 70s, he should have been careful of his life. He should have avoided scandals or, breaking the law. Even when you look at his associates, you find out that it is the same thing. They say that birds of the same feather flock together. Look at the current Ogun State governor. This is a man that was arrested for fraud in the 80s in the United States. Look at his charge sheet. You can see it here. He was in jail. They were still investigating to arrest his other associates involved in the same fraud. But eventually they decided to make him a witness in order to jail his associates. So it doesn't still erase his character. It doesn't mean that the fact that he wasn't convicted, that he didn't do the crime. The Justice Department just decided to use him to save costs, because when dealing with all these matters, they always try to save costs. Not that they can't continue investigating in order to nail his associates, but they decided to cut a deal. Why should such people be leading us in Nigeria? Executive office positions need people you can trust, people that have good character. Why should the worst of us be presiding over our affairs? Is it not cronyism by politicians that they will be assembling and running behind people with dubious character? If Tinubu hadn't captured the resources of Lagos State, he wouldn't have been this wealthy in order to buy politicians, buy his way through the primaries, and even buy other people that he needs to rig the election in order to be declared winner. Another Tinubu's associate is the current Speaker of the House of Reps. This guy has a conviction in the United States. He diverted his client's money and ran back to Nigeria to contest the election. As a result of his disappearance, he was convicted and derobed in the United States where he was practicing law. So these are the kind of characters, although he has repaid the money, but this kind of character, why should he be in leadership position when there are others that are saints, there are others that are clean and haven't committed any crime in the past that will live an exemplary life worth emulation by the citizens? Why should the worst of us always want to preside over us? Anyway, the judiciary should know that with circumstantial evidence that these people didn't win the election, that all the people that truly won the highest legal votes in Nigeria should be declared winner, so that Nigeria can send a message to the world that we are not what they think we are, that we are not a banana republic where anything goes on, where breaking the law is of no consequence. So they should do the right thing, because Nigeria have become a laughingstock since Tinubu's scandals broke. Thanks for watching.